quarter-final against your traditional rivals, if not enemies. Suddenly you have to captain the side. Tough going. And it's 196 for 5. That's well bowled by Raju. Nice bowling and 39 overs. Interesting character, Venkatapati Raju. He came out to Australia a few years ago, unheralded. You could say, well, in fact, when he did bowl well, they started off as little-known Venkatapati Raju, which was a nice line. And here he is now, one of the trumps of the Indian side. Still no shortage of conferences out there. The fielding side, if anything, having more than the two batsmen. Javed Miandad, a fund of experience there, and Rashid Latif, who I think is a pretty good player. I've seen him bat extremely well.
Yes, Richie, it's a terrible time for Rashid Latif to come into bat. He hasn't batted at all in this World Cup, and now he walks in at a time of the greatest crisis Pakistan is facing. Pakistan faced being knocked out from the tournament, and there's a lot on his shoulders because he is perhaps the last of the recognized batsmen. After him, it's the bowlers or the bowlers who can bat.
Javagal Srinath, one of 3 local players in this Indian side. So Indian side's always popular in India, but particularly so down here because Srinath and Kumble and Prasad all went to the national school. Very, very highly regarded. Javagal Srinath now to bowl to Rashid Latif. Well, there's a man getting around for it, but he'd need to be 45 feet tall. It's one hell of a hit.
That's a great shot by Rashid Latif. He's a very fine striker off the ball. I've seen him bat classy innings. I mean, he's not really... In fact, I felt that Pakistan should have batted only 5 batsmen and he should have batted at number 6 because he can bat, and that was a wonderful shot.
And he's done it again, only for 4 this time, but I saw this fellow when he made his test match debut, and he looked every inch a batsman to me.
That's again a very good shot, and it's a calculated shot. It's not a slog. He picked his spot between the gap, and really the match is far from over. I know the crowd is sensing victory, but I think Pakistan might still have some fight left.
Take a single there. Well, around the world there'll be millions of Pakistan supporters cheering them on. Every country we're going to, every country we're taking this telecast to, and there are literally hundreds of millions of people watching this quarter-final in corners of the world where you wouldn't normally expect cricket to be, well, perhaps it might be seen, but not worried about over much. This is Srinath. No run there. Yes, in India it's Doordarshan, and in Pakistan PTV. In Australia the Nine Network is taking it. In New Zealand TVNZ. Then in South Africa Mnet. England have Sky doing it. In Asia it's Star. United States, Canada and the Caribbean it's Kelly Broadcasting Services. And a few others will be picking it up from the satellite as well. You can bet your life on that. However they do it, we don't want to know about it, but they'll be watching. A lovely stroke, beautiful placement. He won't get 4 for it, but that's good cricket.
Yes, that's a good shot by Javed. Now Javed must take command of this innings. He's played himself in. He's well set. He has huge amount of experience. He's been in such situations before, and really a lot depends on how he plays.
That's well bowled. 209 for 5. Isabel Srinath's been harshly dealt with so far today. Srinath came on early when Amir Sohail and Syed Anwar were playing so many beautiful strokes. And so far he's had 59 taken from 8 overs. His first 3 cost 22. Now that required rate has gone up to 8.77. So even though Rashid Latif has clubbed a few very strongly, the rate is still up above 8. It's gone past Venkatapati Raju at a great pace.
Yes, Rashid Latif is really doing a great job now, because he's the one who's given Pakistan a glimmer of hope. That great 6 followed by a 4, and now this shot.
Beautiful shot.
Great shot by Javed. And here, this is the strength of Javed. He's one of the best players of spin bowling. Just watch this now. Pin drop silence in the crowd. A wonderful shot. And Richie, this must be the first 4 Javed has hit.
It's in the air but safe. Rashid in the fielder.
You see, if Javed has to hit anyone, it has to be Raju, because Javed can really hit spinners. He's, I think, one of the best players of spinners over the years I've seen.
Got him away again, but the fielder will get round. They'll only take the 1 there. So this is the partnership that might prove to be the salvation of Pakistan. And it's a tough time for Venkatapati Raju to be bowling. He's got a wide set field. And he's concentrating on full tosses, but he's got away with that. In fact, 3 full tosses already in the over. And he's reasoning, I should think, that they'll be the hardest to hit. Don't let them hit him on the up from a good length.
Well, let's see if this match goes the way, the famous match where Javed hit the 6 of the last ball.
And it's 217 for 5 of 41. Lights here at the stadium, first time they've been used, and it's a great sight. They're lower than lots of other lights we've seen, but they seem effective enough. Might affect some of the fielders for a ball that's skied. Now it's Anil Kumble, and he's going to bowl to Javed.
What Pakistan don't need at this moment is to lose a wicket, and Javed should really be speaking to Rashid Latif to now only chance his arm perhaps once and over and collect singles for the rest. That's another great shot by Rashid, and they've got very good fielding. Good fielding by Sachin. It was possible too. There we see Rashid, a very good striker off the ball, and as I feel that he should have played more matches higher up the order. It looks as if Javed is content in taking singles and giving Rashid the strike to play the big shots.
His general method seems to be to give himself a bit of room on the leg side. There's some extra bounce there for Anil Kumble, who, despite having all those runs taken off his first 3 overs.
That's a great shot by Rashid, the huge 6. Crowd stunned and silent. And it's really, the pressure is going to mount on the Indian players, because suddenly they are panicking. They could panic because they've been in a very strong position so far, and suddenly there's a glimmer of hope and the faintest suspicion that India might possibly lose.
9 off the over, 42 overs gone, 226 for 5. That was a lovely hit. He's played very well on the offside, hitting away over extra cover as well. He hit that straight 6 off Javagal Srinath, and now that one away over mid-wicket of Anil Kumble. Kumble, an expensive over there, and the last 2 overs have kept up with the rate, 8 off one and 9 off the other. 62 more needed from 42. Just 42 balls to go in this classic match. 288 is the target. And the rate's still pushing up towards 9.
Well, this is going to be an interesting over, because Raju bowling his last over. It's the one over that Javed should really go for, because he, as I said, he does hit spinners very well. And if he can get a few runs off Raju's last over, he gives Pakistan a chance to chase this high scoring rate of almost 9 and over. Meanwhile, Rashid Latif is going great guns on the other end. He is, in fact, Rashid is the one who's really changed the complexion of the game.
That's safe.
That's
now.
A great shot. between the 2 fielders. It is very well placed. Javed picked his spot. Here we see him placing it exactly between the 2 fielders, while Raju is trying to bowl these Yorkers, which turned out to be a full toss.
Yes, he's having a problem there, and once again good footwork gets Javed down, but the timing isn't quite right. It seems to me the full tosses might be deliberate as a ploy. They might be harder to see, but that's all right against someone without the experience of Javed.
There's tremendous pressure on Raju at the moment. He's aware that the boundary is not too huge and 6s can be hit here. And he also knows that Javed is trying to hit him as well as Rashid Latif. Now this is where Javed's experience is going to have to count.
Safe. Safe at home rather than at first. And he may be one of the elder statesmen of the competition, but he moved very, very fast there.
Well, Richie, a direct throw might have been, yes, that could have got him.
Brilliantly done. Now Raju has made up for all those full tosses. He sneaked one there between, or perhaps under the bat of Rashid Latif. And that is the partnership that had to be broken, because Pakistan were looking extremely dangerous.
Yes, Richie, it was the wicket that Pakistan did not want to lose here. We see him stumped quite comfortably. And it was the only wicket the last of the perhaps the recognized batsmen. Also good striker of the ball. Pakistan 231 for 6.
Mushtaq Ahmed is the new batsman. Don't discard him as a great ally for Javed Miandad. He's not meant to be making runs, but he's got a lot of courage and sparkle about his cricket. He's going to face Venkatapati Raju.
And here we see Azhar putting pressure on the new batsman. Not out. I think that was sheer enthusiasm. But that's very good captaincy by Azhar. So Pakistan 231 for 6.
43 overs gone, and this is what umpire Bucknor saw. It's what Rashid Latif saw as well, and Mongia picked up a very good stumping there. It's a difficult job for the umpires out there today. Umpire Bucknor was at square leg for that. He played just outside it and a fraction over the top of it as well. It was a good stumping, and was well bowled after the stick Venkatapati Raju had been taking. The other umpire, David Shepherd, here tonight. Each of them has had a most difficult job. There's no way in the world they'll be able to hear a snick out there. It's quite impossible, and they have to gauge everything on deviation. Got to judge whether or not the ball is deviated off the bat. There is not just noise and atmosphere around this ground, there's tension as well now. Kumble stays on. Javed Miandad is to take strike. 9.5 the required rate.
Well, Mushtaq must try and give Javed maximum amount of strike. And Mushtaq can bat a bit, but of course he's not a recognized batsman. This is all now down to grit and determination. How badly do they want to win? Have they mentally given up, or are they just going to keep fighting right to the last ball?
He's claiming it, and he's gone. Mushtaq Ahmed has gone. Anil Kumble has struck again, and that was great anticipation. He was starting off in his normal follow through, had to go away sharply to his left, and that is the type of brilliant cricket that wins matches.
Well, it just shows the determination of the Indians to win. I mean, look at this catch. Desperate. Put everything there, and he's got it cleanly. Great catch by Kumble. Look at the joy.
Brilliant stuff. 100 limited overs international wickets for Anil Kumble. It's 232 for 7. great excitement here, not just on the field, with the crowd as well. That's what happened. Anil Kumble, the man diving.
Mushtaq trying to turn a leg break down the leg side, getting a top edge and got out. Well, that was very interesting. Umpire Buckner couldn't actually see where the ball had gone because Kumble came right in front of him, and let's see that. I felt it was going down the leg side anyway. But we see here that the umpire couldn't really see the direction of the ball.
I was saying earlier that even with plenty of overs to go, they're starting to cheer dot balls. Leading edge, and almost looked as though it might have hit something else on the way through.
.233 for 7, and Waqar takes the strike.
Uh, 44 overs gone now, and they're really jumping out there. It's been a wonderful contest, fluctuating cricket and fighting comebacks all over the place. But if Pakistan are to get up with this one, it'll be quite something.
Well, I'm afraid the crowd is very pleased, and I'm afraid Pakistan have themselves to blame for this. They went off to such a flying start, were dominating India, had destroyed the Indian bowling attack, and then just committed suicide. Players kept throwing their wickets away. Amir Sohail perhaps playing the worst shot, Ijaz playing a bad shot, and of course Saeed Anwar, who was looking so good, just threw his wicket away.
Prasad is the new bowler. He's been the most successful of the Indian bowlers in this innings, and got his leg cutter to go well. He's quite an interesting bowler. He's not fast by any manner of means, but every so often he gets that leg cutter to bite a little, and he's very young. He's in his 8th over, and he has 3 for 39.
Well, Richie, he made all the difference. He got the vital wicket of Enzamam ul Haq, and really had bowled a great line to the right-handers. That was quite odd. I don't know, it looked as if Javed didn't see the ball. Completely missed it.
I think it was probably Prasad's slower ball. He bowls it quite well. It's also a very pronounced leg cutter. Well, almost a bit of a leg break.
Yes, it was a leg break, but Javed completely misread. Now the question is, can Javed pull off the impossible? A younger Javed perhaps would have been able to play the knock which Pakistan needed, but here you see he completely, this is Waqar Younis, missed the ball inside leg, quite painful.
That's very well bowled by this young medium pacer. He's been changing his pace well. We've seen him in an earlier match do exactly the same thing and confuse the batsman. Some of the batsmen bowl their slower ball with an off-cutting action, or just like an off-break. Some do it with the leg cutting action, like Steve Waugh. This chap's different from all of them, more pronounced in his action and just as deceptive.
Also, Richie has a very high arm action, which means the ball moves very late. Well, really, Javed must ascertain 4 because the fine leg was standing up and the ball was drifting down the leg side. just watch this now. It was just there for the taking because there's no fine leg. The fine leg is standing up. Well, I wonder what's going through his head. 10 years ago, maybe he would have played a different innings. But I'm afraid, Richie, I don't know whether you notice, he just doesn't seem to have the power in those shots. He's still got the defense and the experience, but he just doesn't seem to be able to hit the ball as hard as he used to.
And once again, he's beaten by the change of pace there. Single there, that'll give Waqar the strike, and it's 239 for 7 from 45. Needed from 24 balls. They must hit at least 2 boundaries in this over. I'll tell you more about that. Here's Tony Greig, and with him is Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Richie. Yes, certainly some boundary needed now. Shy at the stumps, and that's got to be close. Yes, it's all over. I think Javed knows too. That's all over for him. It's been a bold effort by him. He tried to hold it together so that they could have a go at the end, and I think it's written all over his face. Javed Miandad run out, and that could be the last time we see this great cricketer on a big in a big international. Have a look at it.
Well, it looks as if Javed Miandad knows it. He's standing there halfway to the pavilion, and here when Nayan Mongia gets the bails off, he's at least a couple of yards short of his ground, and Pakistan lose Javed Miandad. 7 for 239.
Oh, and a big appeal, he's got him! Fastball at LBW. Well, the Indians are rejoicing. This is some victory. Anil Kumble has bowled a dead straight delivery, and he missed it.
Well, that's the best delivery one can bowl to a tail-under, right up in the block hole, and the number 10 batsman had absolutely no chance. So the 9th wicket gone for Pakistan, and India coasting towards victory. 239 for 9.
Yes, and there we are. That's the end of Ataur Rahman. Out first ball. Not that he was going to do much about it. And of course the victory flames are being lit. Now Javed Miandad was the first to go. He was out, run out, and he was out by quite a long way too. This is the end of a great career. That one picked up on the half volley. Javed Miandad out of his ground. And I can tell you that those of you watching this telecast throughout the world They've just seen a great cricketer disappear from the scene. This was the next one. It was well pitched up. Hit him on the foot, actually. It would have hit middle stump. And that was the end of Ataur Rahman. Up goes the finger, and the Indians are rejoicing. The fires have been lit.
Well, every reason to be. They'll treasure this win. They've waited a long time to beat Pakistan, and you cannot get a better occasion than a World Cup quarter-final in your own country. They'll deserve every bit of the success today. They've really played as a team, put up a huge score. And then when it came to playing under pressure, they've held their nerves and come back into this game.
Well, this is what the World Cup's all about. All of you watching on Doorshan, PTV, the Nine Network, TVNZ, the SABC down in South Africa, Sky and Star. This has been one huge game. Off the edge, out on the offside. India surviving in this World Cup. We're down to the business end now. They'll go through to play the Sri Lankans in Calcutta, and what a day that is going to be. One of my two favourite grounds. 110,000 people will be there to watch that one, thereabout.
Well, there'll be 200,000 people already celebrating in Calcutta, Tony.
Yes, the spare of thought for the television sets that are disappearing out of off balconies in Pakistan. Yes, there's got to be a winner. That's one of the things about one-day cricket. Both sides can't win.
Well, to be fair to them, they had their chances. They could have made the most of it, especially after the start they got. But then the Indians coming back and picking up wickets at regular intervals.
Oh, and there goes another huge firecracker. It's all happening here. That's the end of the over. 2:42 for 9.
So Mohammad Azharuddin at this stage would be a very relieved man. He would obviously be knowing that no match is over till the last ball is bowled. But in his heart he knows that his team is in the semi-finals of the World Cup.
Well, there it is, 2:42 for 9. 46 overs have been bowled. They're not going to get that target. The firecrackers are going off. The little victory fires have been lit all through this ground. 50,000 people in the stadium. Played away on the offside for 1. And a shy at the stumps, and if he had hit him, he would have been gone.
Well, Waqar Younis had given up there. Azharuddin could see only one stump. Really, it would be a fitting reward if Venkatesh Prasad picks up this final wicket, because he's the man who brought India back into the game, picking up 3 very important wickets to start the slide for Pakistan.
Yes, and if you could just imagine what Calcutta is going to be like, 50,000 people here, just double it. Just double it.
And double the noise. And the fireworks.
They went very quiet for a while when Sachin Tendulkar was out. You couldn't hear a cheep in this place. Oh, and that one stayed down. That is a good slower ball. The tailenders struggled to pick those up.
Well, he really has bowled well. Once the ball has got older, he's varied his pace, and there again a slower one, which has been so useful for him in this World Cup.
Yes, Venkatesh Prasad, figures of 3 for 42 at the moment. That's in the air, going down towards long on. They'll get one. Yes, I get the feeling that Waqar Younis wants to have a last go here. big, strong man. Bowled very well in his middle of the spell. Got smashed at the end. They're dancing in the aisles. And I tell you, this is going to go on way into the night here in Bangalore. Bounced a little bit. That's well bowled too.
Well, the Indians have waited for a long time for this occasion. They haven't had much success against Pakistan of late. And today is their opportunity. What a day to do it. A quarter-final of a World Cup.
Right up there and straight to the man behind square. Picked up and just one run off the over. It's 243 for 9. Yes, one or two of the fires beginning to get a little bigger as the party begins. Pakistan 243 for 9. They need 288. 47 have been bowled. 45 of 12. The big firecrackers are starting to go off now.
Well, really, it's just a matter of time before it's curtains for Pakistan. The defending champions will be out of the World Cup. They have competed in this game, but really it was that onslaught in the final overs that really did the trick for India.
Yes, I think they're having a bit of fun down there. He's going to go down blazing. You can see that's a pretty upset Waqar Younis. They'd be very disappointed, this Pakistan side. So much. It really does mean so much to them. Not just the individual match, but the World Cup itself. It's been a long campaign for them. They've worked hard at it. Tried to get it together, and their captain couldn't play today. And this now looks like the end of it for them. Just outside off stump, and he missed it by miles. All he's got to do is get it bang on target, and that'll be the end of that.
I tell you what, when that wicket goes, the stadium will erupt. Not that it hasn't already.
Yes, it's been pretty noisy, certainly at the start. When Tendulkar got going, it was very wild. Way outside off stump. And a shy at the stumps as well. Leg byes there. Another 3 balls to go in this over. Just watch him get way outside off stump now. Actually, it only just hit him outside the line.
Well, it's here where he has to be careful. He was just ambling for a single. Jadeja coming in quick, and had he hit, Younis would have been on his way home.
And he's got that one away down the ground, and once again Waqar Younis says, well, one will do. There's no way we're going to get these runs. Let's see if we can hit the odd 6. So he's going to be going for everything. He's got to face 1 ball in this over. And after that, just 1 over to go.
Well, Pakistan really have missed the services of Wasim Akram, a very difficult man to replace, because he's a 3-in-1 cricketer, a captain, a batsman and a bowler.
Oh, again, just missing the off stump. Well, that's the end of the over. 1 to go. It's 2:46 for 9. This will be the last over of this match. Slower ball again. And it's a superb effort, this one by India. I think they did go into this match as the underdogs. I think that changed just a little bit when Wasim Akram pronounced that he wasn't going to take place. I think that then became an even bet. And then it was just a question of who played better on the day. And very simple. India have done that. It's in the air. It's going down to backward point. It'll bounce a couple of times. Cambley is down there, just one.
And also, Tony, I think it was a very important toss to win because it was a huge pressure occasion, and once the team batting first put a big total on the board, it was always going to be difficult for the chasing side. Because once wickets started falling, the pressure started building up.
Yes, there's all those runs they needed that was a psychological problem for the side batting second. But I've got to say, this is as good a one-day wicket as I've seen.
Well, we've had well over 500 runs in the day's play today. And I think the crowd here have really got their money's worth. It looked as if Pakistan would be chasing a total of 250 or 260 at one stage, but that final onslaught from Jadeja, helped by Kumble and Srinath, really took India to a position of immense strength.
Staying on target and just pushing it away on the offside. Or perhaps he's decided, and he's hit. And he got his bat down in time. So just 2 balls to go now in this quarter-final of the World's World Cup. And we've got down to that moment where this whole stadium is going to erupt once the victory is final. Got that one away to mid-wicket, so 1 ball to go. And no one has left. The only small problem is that the crowd may not realise that this is the last ball, because on the board, the big scoreboard here, it does not say 49 overs.
Yes, Tony, there will be a pause if a wicket doesn't go, but then after that, once they see the players leaving, there will be an explosion.
Well, this is it, the last ball. Nudged away down to third man, and they haven't really gone up yet. There they go. So victory to Mohammad Azharuddin and his Indian side, comprehensively beating the Pakistanis. It's a great occasion here in Bangalore. They now advance through to the semi-finals along with Sri Lanka, who they play in Calcutta. And isn't that a happy bunch?
Well, they really couldn't have chosen a better way to reach the semi-final, beating the old enemy Pakistan. And you can see there a very delighted Indian team, and why not? They've played a good, tough match, and they've come out trumps. Venkatpati Raju can enjoy that bottle of water. He's toiled hard there in the middle. Bowled at a stage when he was under pressure, but did a fine job for India in the end.
Yes, well, it's been a great atmosphere game. Everyone expected this to be a huge match, and it's lived up to the expectations. I've been looking forward to a long time to watch these two countries play against each other at home. That is the situation. India won the toss in good conditions and made a big score. 287 for 8 is good by any standards. Sidhu at the top there made 93. Tendulkar took quite a while actually to make his 31. But then Mandraker, Azharuddin, Kambli and Jadeja all chipped in, and what a knock that was by Jadeja. 45 in really quick time. Some big hits too by Kumble, who came in down the order, and they ended up with their 50 overs, 287 for 8. Well, from a Pakistan point of view, those are the bowling figures. They're one or two of their bowlers that came in for a bit of stick, especially at the end. Waqar Younis really got some punishment at the end. Aqib Javed 1 for 67. Ata Rahman, who was probably their tidiest bowler, bowled a nice tidy spell, 1 for 40. Mushtaq Ahmed 2 for 56. He got some hammer as well. And then Sohail and Malik sharing 5 apiece. The Pakistan figures.
Well, when the Pakistanis came out, they were given a flying start by Amir Sohail and Saeed Anwar. They really took the attack to the Indian bowlers. 55 for Sohail, 48 for Saeed Anwar. Then that fine spell from Prasad, where he accounted for 3 batsmen in the middle order, and then in spite of a late charge by Salim Malik 38, Javed Miadad 38 and Rashid Latif 26, Pakistan really couldn't get to the score of India. The Indian bowling, Srinath started off well, but then was handed out some treatment by the Pakistani openers. One thought Venkatesh Prasad did a fabulous job today for his captain, picking up 3 important wickets, as did Anil Kumble towards the end, coming in when the pressure was on and doing the job for his side. Venkatpati Raju also getting into the act and picking up an important wicket.
So the most important thing now about all this is that this is a sudden death, of course, and so Pakistan are out of the World Cup 1996. And that's very disappointing for them and all their supporters, but for the men in your picture at the moment, they'll be absolutely over the moon.
Well, they've every reason to be. It was a big day, a knockout stage of the World Cup, and really a team could have played really well in the league stage, but if they had a bad day today, then that was it. For India, they really played it as a team, and Navjot Sidhu in particular did a fine job by opening the innings with Tendulkar and scoring a fine 93.
Yes, well, the celebrations are going to take place at the ground and way into the night. It's Mark Mascarenas there throwing his arms around his beloved Indians. He'll be very happy. He'll be in Calcutta, that's for sure, like the rest of the world, and they'll be tuned in all over the place.
Well, Calcutta will be a buzz tonight. There will be celebrations in Bangalore, but I'm sure people would be waiting for India to reach Calcutta for the semi-finals. They missed out in '87 during the Reliance Cup, where they lost to England in the semi-final. Couldn't actually go to Calcutta to play that big one, but this is the chance, and they will be playing against a very strong side in Sri Lanka, who really made mincemeat of England today.
Yes, and so a lot of police out there. There's a huge presence. The security has been absolutely fantastic, actually. And these people are now staying back for the presentation. And Ian Chappell is down on the ground with all the players.
Thank you very much, Tony. Well, for the Wills presentation ceremony for this quarter-final, a fantastic match between Pakistan and India. And first of all, I'd like to call upon Mr. R.K. Cutty, a director of Wills, to present the £5,000 cheque to the losing captain. Amir Sohail, if you'd like to come forward, please. Amir. Can we just make Amil, was always going to be a tough job after losing your captain.
Yeah, it was, and we believed that if we restricted India in between 250, we always had a chance. But our bowlers couldn't bowl in the last few overs, so that made the difference. anyway, all I have to say now is good luck to India for the finals.
You must have felt like you had a bit of a chance when you and Saeed Anwar were going well.
Always had a chance. Well, they played better games, so they deserve to be in the finals.
Okay, well, thanks for the part that you've played in the competition.
Thank you.
Rightio. Now, if we could call upon the winning captain, Mohammad Azharuddin. Azhar, congratulations on a magnificent win.
Thank you very much.
Were you always confident once you got that total?
Well, yeah, we got a very good total, and at one stage it looked like we would get only 240, 250. But I think we batted very well. I mean, especially Ajay and Anil, they played very well in the end. And I think at one point of time, it looked like the game was running away. When 15 overs, about 120, and it looked like it's going to run away from us. But I think we kept the pressure all along, and I think Anil and Raju, they really bowled well. But we kept getting wickets. That was the most important part of the game.
And those couple of wickets from Prasad there with the leg cutters, they were pretty handy as well.
Well, yeah, that's right. There were the 2-3 wickets, he got, it's tremendous.
All right, now you're looking forward to another tilt at Sri Lanka. You've already had one go. You just want to reverse the result this time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm playing at my luckiest ground, so hopefully we can get out here. Okay, thank you.
Okay, congratulations anyhow on a very good win. Now we'd like to call upon the man of the match to come forward. And this cheque and prize trophy is going to be presented by the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. H.D. Dev Gowda. And I'd like to call upon Navjot Sidhu to come forward.
Thank you very much.
Navjot, you must have been pretty pleased with that innings.
Well, I think it's the love and affection of the people of India that inspired me to play this knock. I'm just thankful to the people of India. That's it. It's for them. That's all.
And what about the injury? Going to be okay for the semi-final?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be.
Yeah? All right, congratulations on a very good knock.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Well, there we are from the presentation ceremony here for the quarter-final. A very happy Indian camp.
Yes, I don't think there's any doubt about that. I wonder if they could get any more on that platform with Ian Chappell. There must be about 50 of them on a stage made for 10. Anyhow, they all look very happy, and certainly that Indian side, as Ian Chappell has pointed out, is going to have a nice party themselves tonight. Well, we've got some big games coming up now. The quarter-final, South Africa versus the West Indies, a huge game. That's going to be played in Karachi, and so write that into their diary. In fact, you don't even have to do that. It's on Monday. It's round the corner. Keep an eye out for that one. And the other quarter-final, Australia versus New Zealand from Madras. That's also coming to you on Monday. And, of course, old rivals there. That'll be a good one. And then the semi, we've got one result already. India...